Lori and Summer Colbert, and we have been married for 13 years.
We have 3 children, Gray, who is 11, and Gage, who is 7, and Mila, who is 3. Gray and Gage are our biological children, and we adopted Mila when she was born.
And we are excited to see who our next child is that God has placed on our heart and how He's going to grow our family.
When we first got married, there was mention briefly, I believe, of adoption just down the road in the future, but it was something that we both agreed that we would be open to.
About 5 years ago, we had some friends in our small group who had adopted a little boy. We watched their process and just the excitement of God's provision as they went through that process, just fully trusting Him. And we were actually driving home from dropping our boys off with grandparents on a New Year's weekend just to have some time away, the two of us. And it was one of those God speaking to me moments that He just clearly said, "You're going to adopt." And when you hear something like that, it's kind of hard to look back. And so we immediately started the process of looking into the different options, domestic, international, and through a series of pre-approval processes and closed doors, some almost adoptions that didn't happen, we had to walk away from. We ended up choosing private adoption here locally through an attorney, and went on this amazing journey of meeting with our birth mom and going to doctor's appointments with her and establishing a really sweet connection and relationship with her. And she was gracious enough to let us be in the room when our daughter was born, all the time calling us mom and dad, which was really overwhelming. And we got to share those special moments with her. And we took our daughter home from the hospital the next day, and it has been a refining process that we would have never anticipated. There have been many tears, lots of laughter, lots of heart changes, and it's been amazing, but not always easy.
So adoption has so many different avenues. There are avenues to do it at a very low cost, free. The route that God gave to us was definitely not the free version. And, it costs a lot of money. There are a lot of times that we ask and wonder just why it costs as much as it does. It was a shock to see how much it really cost.
The financial aspect of it can be very daunting, and we were very blessed, and He was very faithful to provide with our first one. Our house sold at a time, days before Christmas, at a time that every single real estate person had said, "This is not going to happen. It's just, this is a dead time." And our house, we got an offer within a very short amount of time. We moved within a month. He provided for us a wonderful home to go to that had more space to provide for our growing family at an incredible price. And so just all of these little things, when you do step out in faith, you see His faithfulness, and you see how He rewards that trust in Him and that faith in Him.
Really, when God puts a priority on your heart, whether it's adoption, a mission trip, things like that, you make things work, right? You sell what you have to because that's not part of your priority. My house at the time was not part of the priority. It was bringing home and paying for all the needs of Mila.
About a year ago, in this past December, He started stirring our hearts again, and this time very specifically towards Africa. And so that again just kind of took us on another journey of looking to see what that would look like, where to start. Where is our daughter? We don't know. He's given us a daughter on our hearts. We feel like we've already been given her name, and so we call her by name and we talk about her daily. And so we refer to her as Javi.
Javi is short for Ahava, which is Hebrew for love. We have had friends that have helped us design shirts to try to raise money. But really, it's not just about the money. It's also the awareness that when they go out in public and wear it, people can ask, well, what does that even mean? And so it's a great way to explain that ahava means love. And it's an active love. It's a pursuing love. And so we just felt like that was a great name. It actually works out great because we joke a lot that all of our kids are 4-letter names, and so we have clean 4-letter words in our house, and Hobby's no exception. And so we're excited, and the kids pray for her, and we pray for her, and so it's just a joy to be a part of it.
We're very ready to see her face and to be able to talk to her and to be able to bring her home and make her a part of our forever family and a part of our legacy.
One thing that I feel beautiful that's come out of our personal adoption stories, to see how our biological children they just click with adoption. Our middle child, Gage, Summer was talking to him about what an orphan is and what adoption is and those things with his questions. And Summer told him that an orphan is someone who may not have parents and no mom or dad to take care of them. And his face lit up, and instantly he said, well, we've got to take care of them.
It's a challenge for us as parents of an adopted child when people from the outside looking in come up to us and they congratulate us. Like, we've done this amazing thing because we've brought a child into our home, and you want to be gracious to those people who are just trying to speak kind words to you, but at the same time, adoption is so much more. And it's not charity, it's life-changing, and it's dynamic, and it affects everyone in your household and in your circle of influence. And those children come in and they change you just like your biological children for the better.
I do believe that the Bible instructs us to take care of those who can't take care of themselves, and that adoption is a beautiful story. It's a picture of the gospel in a way that we were adopted. And so to see the people of the church step up, support us, people that we don't know step up, people that we just met step up, support us either financially or saying they're praying for us, or if there's anything else you need, please let us know. We'll connect you with this person. And I think a lot of other people would adopt if they really knew that there is a lot of support out there. I think that this is wonderful that this nonprofit has started, UnOrphaned, to help those who are adopting and choose to do this, because no matter what your income level is, where you're at, if you throw $50,000 debt right immediately into your normal schedule, it's going to rock your world. Most people aren't prepared for that kind of drop. We are very pleased to be working with UnOrphaned. We have a Facebook page and group. It's called Ahava in Our Hearts. We'd love to just communicate with you, get to know you, and encourage you in this process. It's not easy, but it is very rewarding.